Hello, Jizdamail here with a really quick update. As you can see, I ended up picking up Layers of Fear. The game scares me, but I went, I feel like playing it. And because I haven't been feeling good lately, the fact that I feel like playing something, I've decided that I'm going to record it. And I'm going to push all the other videos I was going to do aside. I'm sorry if that seems bitchy. There'll still be amnesia as soon as I get the camera working, unless you don't care if there's face cam or not. I'll be still doing Among the Sleep. There'll still be more XCOM and other stuff as well. But I actually feel like recording Layers of Fear, and so that's what you're gonna fucking get. Layers of fucking Fear. Anyway, this is a quick video because some people said that they actually don't mind hearing my blogs or vlogs or whatever the fuck they are. And I'm sorry, this is a high cuss episode. I'll entitle it High Cuss Episode. But, I went to the doctors, and it's amazing how different I was treated. I'm not saying the other place I went to wasn't the best, but because I was in a lot of pain and I didn't show any issues, there was nothing that could be seen. I was treated differently because of it. It's like, go back home, it's okay, you're fine, I go to the other doctor I just visited. I told her exactly my problems, told her exactly my symptoms, and she told me that it is indeed either rheumatoid arthritis or fibromyalgia. I had tons of blood work done. I have an MRI of my brain on Sunday. This is Friday when this comes out. And they want to do that just to rule out anything else because one of the one of these symptoms I have could be a giant issue if they overlook things like that. I had an x-ray of my hips and my hands to see if it was rheumatoid arthritis or not, because other than my shoulders, the major pain points are my hips and my hands. It also amazes me too because I'm not a light person. I'm heavy. I could stand to lose some weight, and I've lost about 50 pounds or so. And then I gained some of it back when I switched to my steroids. But not once did the doctor say, "Oh, if you lose weight, you'll get better." She looked at me, they saw everything, my blood pressure was fine, everything was fine, and I told her exactly where the pain was, because my hip pain isn't on the sides, it's on the insides. And that's a big difference between the two. And, she didn't right off the bat say, "Yeah, you're too fat, you need to lose some weight and then you'll feel better." She didn't do that at all, and I was surprised by that, too, because I was expecting to go in there and she'd say I was fat, and I'd say, "I'm not stupid, I can see that." But, yeah, it was very surprising all around. I had, like I said, I had my hips and my hands x-rays for the MRI on Sunday. They'll be using the dye as well to check for stuff. I told her good luck finding my brain in there, because sometimes I feel like there isn't one. And she goes, "Well, we're looking for holes. Holes are bad. If you have a tiny brain, that's okay, but if there's a hole in it, that's a problem." I see another doctor for my shoulder because my I almost said hemorrhoids. My arthritis is way more severe than I thought it was, to the point that they're going to try to use steroid injections at first, and if that doesn't work, there's a chance that I have to have my shoulder replaced, which the other place I went to said I was too old for a shoulder replacement, and that is not true at all. And so I might have to have my shoulder replaced. I believe the doctor... I can't remember which one the doctor said she hoped it was. With fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis, one is way worse than the other. Fibromyalgia could be treated, and it's just your brain saying, "Hey, you're in more pain than you need to be, and it affects your joints and your muscles and everything." And that can be treated with, of course, exercise to help with the muscles movement and the joint movement. And I'm sorry, I'm wheezing now. See, my brain just went dead for a second. You have to hold on until I get my train of thought back. Penis. No, I'm joking. Let me go to the other one. Rheumatoid arthritis isn't good because it is an inflammatory disease, I believe, that fucks with your joints, and eventually your hands get all cripply and ugly, and your joints get big, and everything's bad. So I think of the two, fibromyalgia is the better of the two, because even though I'll be in pain and I'll have trouble with stuff, it's manageable with exercise and medication, and there's still going to be bad days. With the rheumatoid arthritis, there's not much that can be done, and the problem with rheumatoid arthritis is that they usually don't catch it until it's way too far down the road. And the reasons why I had my hips and my hands x-rayed is because those are the two places where they can easily tell if it's going to be rheumatoid arthritis or not. Because I still have the pain in my hand that I had all the way back when I first got sick. Now, I found out that my grandmother, I believe on my mom's side, had rheumatoid arthritis, and I did not know this. And so there's a chance that it could be that. And also, I will be going in for disability. And before, with just my shoulder, it's going to be difficult. Because of how severe it is now, there's a high chance that I could actually get disability. With the rheumatoid arthritis, I would have a higher chance because of the fibromyalgia. It's an invisible disease. And I'm saying this because at this point I've been, I'm not able to work. I'm not able to do anything. And it's been going on for long enough that I do qualify for disability. And that will help a ton because at this point, other than the Patreon money, I don't have any. And so it's like no rent, it's no food, it's no nothing. And I'm very lucky to have a loving family who cares about me and who is able to support me. And it hurts that it's funny because I told my mother this. And I'm not saying this for a pity party or anything, okay? Because, that's not what I want. And I definitely didn't want to get injured when I did all those years ago. Because I've been in, slowly worse amounts of pain for the last 20 years. And and some of you might know just how hard it is to try to find a job when you have to write on your resume that you were injured at another job. It is not easy. Anyway, I have a family that supports me and loves me, and it's funny because my mom's like, what are you going to do when you get the disability? And I said, I want to save most of the money, because no one's going to live forever, and I need to have to eventually fend for myself, and I want to be able to pay rent again. It makes me... If you can hear in my voice, I am seconds from tears because I can't help support my family. And it's going to still be a long road, but I'm hoping that it works, and I would just be so happy if I'd be able to pay rent. And, I didn't even know when I first got injured that I could even go for disability. I think I already said that. There was a lot of things when I was younger that I was never told. But yeah, it's going in the step in the right direction. We can figure out what's going on. And the funny thing is that you can have not rheumatoid arthritis. You can have fibromyalgia and it would still come up on negative on all the tests that are done, which I think is funny. I'm going towards rheumatoid arthritis because my hips pop now. They crack badly. They grind. It's not fun. Either way, I'm going to figure out what's going on, and I'm happy that, I wish I would have known earlier. I used to be with I'm currently with Kaiser, which Kaiser is wonderful. I used to be with them. I was no longer with them. And then I was put on the health plan. Thank you for everyone who lives in my state who's using their tax dollars to help me with this. I feel guilty about that too. But, my steroid for my asthma alone is $300 a month. And if it wasn't for the help of being able to, I was picked from a potluck 2-3 years ago. If it wasn't for that being picked with the select few people at the time who they picked, I wouldn't probably be here because I can't afford my inhalers. But yeah, because of the people who've been able to help me and everything else, I was able to do this, and that's what I wanted to say. That's the reason why I'm having the MRI, by the way, because I have a fog going on. I'm forgetful. I forget mid-sentence. I repeat what I say. I jumble up words. I confuse words. And I'm having the MRI because fibromyalgia has that as one of the symptoms, but it could be something worse. So that's why they're checking it out with the MRI. So in all the videos that you've heard me mumble up words or say words reversed or anything like that, some of it's probably my dyslexia, but the majority of it's probably my brain fog going on. But at the time I got my insurance, I don't believe Kaiser was on the list of people who were able to do it. So I picked the doctor I had, and everything was good until I got sick. And when things weren't working out and I was getting frustrated with, constantly being told, oh, it's going to be okay, just do this, and the pain was getting worse, I called up to get a different doctor, a company, Providence. But they aren't taking anybody. But they said, do you want Kaiser? I'm like, are you fucking serious? Kaiser's on the list? And she's like, fuck yeah, it's on the list. And so I went back. They had all my medical records and everything. And it was just amazing, and it's taken so long, and it's been a really rough road and very frustrating and stuff, but it's finally getting on track, and I'm so happy, and I want to let everyone know what was going on. And I'll be doing a Let's Play of Layer of Fear, and if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. But, on a side note, they'll probably... We got a little bit more XCOM recorded, but Metal Canyon has been so busy that we haven't been able to play any games or do much of anything. So other than XCOM, there won't be anything else. Divinity 2 will be coming out, and I was hoping we'd finish Divinity Original Sin before the second one came out, and we could play that too. But yeah, it's between me not feeling good and him being too busy. There's just no time, you know. And I know I don't have to tell you what's going on. I could just say, man, we don't feel like it. But I just want to keep you guys in the know. It's not like we're, not wanting to record or something, because we do. But life sometimes throws a rock in your face, and you have to, wait until the black eyes and the broken nose go down before you can continue on. I'll do another update video after I find out my test results. After I find out, that's the blood work, after I find out, well, let's see. I'll do another one after probably Sunday, because I'll find out about my MRI and everything then. And then there'll be another update in October, because I don't have, I don't see the other doctor. I want to say ophthalmologist, but that is not the word. The shoulder doctor I see in October, and I'll let you know what happens then too. And if there's a chance that I do have a surgery done on my shoulder, I'll be sure to record whatever I can on that if you want to see it. I think it's fun. The last time I had my shoulder worked on, the surgeon was kind enough to take pictures of the inside of my shoulder, and he specifically told me that I could not be awake for it. He wanted to put me out. I could have been awake for it, but he wanted to put me out because he knew I would ask too many questions. And so he took pictures of the inside of my shoulder and the tear and everything, and I don't have it anymore. It's one of the reasons why disability's been so hard. I no longer have that paperwork I had, and because I had it done at a hospital that I wasn't a part of, they might not have the paperwork anymore, because they don't have to keep it after 10 years or something. Anyway, I'm sorry I've been rambling. I'm just going to post this. Usually I go, fuck, this has been too long. I'm just not even going to bother. But you know what? I'm going to repost. I'm going to post this whole thing, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've liked listening to me talk. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm doing more voice work for something too, and I'll talk about it more when it's done. It's something that I worked on actually a couple years ago, and the person has decided to continue with it. And I'll ask him if I can talk about it, and I'll talk about it then. If I'm able to talk about it. I thank you all so very much for the support, and I thank you all for watching my videos. And anyone who did Patreon or the GoFundMe, I thank you so very much, because every little bit helps. And a dollar may not seem like much, but it does mean the world, and it's that one extra thing. And because of the Patreon, I was able to get Layers of Fear, and I'm going to be able to record it, and, I'm going to be able to shit my pants, while I'm recording this, and sit there with shitty pants the whole time. But, yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. And, yeah, and hopefully there'll be more Let's Plays soon with Metal Canyon and I. I really hope so. But life at the moment is pretty difficult. I just can't stop saying thank you. And I hope all of you have a wonderful day. And I will see you again, probably for Layers of Fear. Goodbye. Thank you so much.